Howdy folks, Justin here, and we are hopping into the Noble Gauntlet with a monk deck that I brewed up on Friday. It's currently Saturday, and it is time to make this happen. Oh, these are decks from the Pauper Gauntlet. Okay. I was wondering why I had other decks that were available, and that's because those are all commons. This is commons and rares, deck list on the left. Just playing some value stuff with hopefully a strong anti-aggro package with the Execute, Drain Vitality, Curse, Word Wall, and I think about 15 Prophecies. So, Sun June 1, the Crusader, is going to give us our first go at it, and I'll take a couple 2-drops and I'll take a guard. I think Phalanx Exemplar should be one of the strongest cards in the deck to stabilize. Should be very difficult to remove, but yeah, anything could happen. Black Sap Protector, really doubling down on the prophecies and the guards, plus I take any opportunity I can get to play alternate art cards. Daring Cutpurse, interested to see what he does here. I was going to say, I'm likely to put it in the Shadow Lane, but I don't mind putting it in the field lane to contest this. I think in this case I'm going to be the reactive deck for at least the first few turns.
Awaiting orders.
Kvetch Soldier, okay, that's not great for me. Piercing Javelin. He's going to lay down a Black Sap Protector. He's going to gain some life. He's going to get a free eat on here. Nothing about that is something I'm happy about, but do what I can. Just a crushing blow. And a free eat. Well, let's get some of those prophecies. We're running them for a reason. Yep. You're hovering over it. There we go. Not a prophecy. So I'm going to lay down both of these over here. Ooh, take that back. And I'm going to play Hive Defender. So barring an equipment, I mean, Morkel Gatekeeper lets him trade. But Piercing Javelin and Devour are the concerns right now. Looks like he's got the Phalanx Exemplar. Okay. Well, I'm going to just Javelin his Exemplar. And eat his guy. Alright, and now I have a bunch of options available. I'd like to get Daring Cutpurse and Goblin Skulk down. There's another Broomer Profiteer. At this point, yeah. Sheerpoint Dragon's good, but I think I just want to get both of these going.
They make it too easy.
I have the Javelin if he plays a guard. I have the Sheerpoint Dragon to mop things up next turn. I didn't feel bad about swinging because I assume he's going to gain at least 1 life here. Rapid Shot, maybe a Skaven Pyromancer. I think that's all okay.
You won't foil my plan.
Let's heat things up.
There's the Pyromancer. Okay, so I still get the curse. And now I think I'm just going to play Phalanx Exemplar. My other options aren't great. I can Sheerpoint that, but I think I'm just going to Phalanx Curse. You know, if he has another Goblin Skulk, then so be it. Savage Ogre. Okay. That's alright. Let me grab my curse. And then I'm just going to Sheerpoint to get that on the table. And go ahead and trade. Looks pretty good. A lot of removal available to me right now. So I gotta check on my blood sugar. Awakened Imperfect. Okay, did not expect that. Do fortunately have this. I have 1 curse left to grab, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, then I'm gonna play Nimble Ally.
I stand
not triggering, so the top card is Execute, Word Wall, Greybeard, Mentor, Hive Defender, Knight of the Hour, Phalanx Exemplar, or Piercing Javelin.
There is always a
Okay, Fortress Watchman, and Fiery Imp. These seem like desperation moves. Okay, he wants to draw a card, it's fine. I can clean all this up. I've gotten all the value out of this I'm going to get. Would love to draw. Would love to draw a Drain Vitality. Do I want to use my last curse? We know he's running Skaven Pyromancer. I think we'll just clean up everything.
Just give me a name.
And we will wait one more turn before pulling the trigger here. Drain Vitality would be the greatest draw in our deck. Crushing Blow. Sure. We know he's got Savage Ogres. Okay. Fighters Guild Recruit's a pretty good draw. Gives me something to do. This keeps him off Savage Ogre. Savage Ogre to the face, anyway. Life totals are equal. Rapid Shot into Skaven would be unfortunate.
The Nords must take
Okay, Stormcloak Vanguard's pretty good too. Maybe we should just be racing at this point. He plays that there. Where's my Drain Vitality? So you know what? I'm going to go face for 7-11, and I'm going to play my Black Sap Protector.
The forest is ours. The forest is my strength and my courage.
Alright. Maybe I should have pulled the trigger on that a little earlier, but gotta do what you gotta do. Not super comfortable playing these sorts of decks. Really prefer to play janky control decks. So it looks like we're not going to get the kill next turn unless we draw another Cliff Racer. Except he's got another Awakened Imperfect. There's Cliff Racer. $13 plus 5. So a Savage Ogre and a Crushing Blow kills me, so I gotta drop down my Word Wall. Okay. Prophecy's great. The
forest is my strength and my courage.
Yeah, these Awakened Imperfects are doing some serious work. I don't really have great answers to those.
There is always a blood price.
Okay.
We obey.
Lethal Draw, if this doesn't get answered, is my last...
No matter what.
My last... Oh, I guess I have 2 more Cliff Racers. No, 1 more Cliff Racer, because 2 are on board. Okay. Greybeard Mentor. Little too late, my friend. It does mean that I can kill that, which seems necessary. And it does make this lethal, too. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Stormcloak Camp, huh? Not a prophecy. Okay. Also not a prophecy. Dead to Savage Ogre. Okay. Well, that was exciting. We'll be right back for game 2. Alright, it's time for game 2. Playing Noble Gauntlet with Monk. Trying to make something happen. Just playing sort of a mid-range deck with a heavy prophecy focus. Just lost to Crusader. Um, Running everything from Fiery Imp to the 8/8 for 8 Imperfect card. And it worked out for him, so what can I say? Um, we're looking to do something a little sleeker. We have a lot of removal in the Curse, Drain Vitality, Execute, Goblin Skulk, Greybeard Mentor, um, Piercing Javelin department, as well as Shearpoint Dragon. We have been in the queue for 45 seconds, which is a little strange. But yeah, we're also running a ton of Prophecy cards, Piercing Javelin, Knight of the Hour, um, Brotherhood Slayer, Black Sap Protector, Fighters Guild Recruit, Daring Cutpurse, and hopefully that serves us well. I'm going to go ahead and cancel, re-queue. Not sure why I can't seem to find an opponent, and see what happens. For the most part, I play weird stuff that has strange interactions or off the beaten path mechanics, and most of those cards are epic or legendary, so a little outside my comfort zone right now, but trying to see what I can accomplish. I built this deck Friday afternoon because I didn't know if Pete Hines wanted to practice on the Bethesda stream. I decided to run with it today. So I'll keep the Daring Cutpurse. He kept everything in his hand, which says Firebolt, but I still think that I gotta go for it. We have a Curse.
They make it too
Let's see what happens. Wardcrafter would be my preferred play for my opponent here.
This day will
We
be
keep
mine.
Spell Sword, okay. So I'm gonna swing, and I'm gonna play Black Sap Protector.
forest is my strength and my
These cards these aren't great against decks full of ward creatures, unfortunately. Cunning Ally.
Let's do this.
Cunning Ally not triggering is huge for me. And Execute's a pretty good draw. So because of Execute, I'm going to Execute, swing, get this guy up to 4, and give a friend right next to him. Now, Sorcerer's Negation is going to kill this at any time, which is not great for me. My hand is not good. And Lightning Bolt would be pretty bad for me as well. Okay. So I'm just going to swing at this, hit him for 4, play Greybeard Mentor, and pass the turn. Now I can take care of, Daggerfall Mage if I have to, something like that. There's the negation we were worried about. Finally drew that. He knows I have Drain Vitality in hand. There's Goblin Skulk. So I'm going to just swing. I'm going to Curse. And play my dudes down. I'm not playing around Firestorm. If he has Firestorm, he has Firestorm. I don't think you run that, but maybe you do. And he should know what my hand is, too. He knows it's a shout, at least. I think my best draw is Phalanx Exemplar.
Don't underestimate me.
Conjuration Scholar. If he wants to race, I think that works for me. Because I have so many prophecies in the deck, I kinda don't mind. I can now take care of some creatures. There's a Word Wall, which could be good.
To dust with you.
Okay. Dark Rebirth. Okay. And Haunting Spirit. Alright. There's Cliff Racer. So... Darker Birth means I have to kill this. To do that, I need to first word wall. Make sure it doesn't get hit. Swing this here. Okay, he's got an 8/8 now. Okay. So he's got 13 on board. It's not impossible that he silences this and throws 13 in my face, but we got pretty good board presence over here.
Don't underestimate me.
Another Conjuration Scholar. Okay. Still have lethal. Okay. Greybeard Mentor's good. Greybeard Mentor gives me a level 3 green shout.
Don't underestimate me.
Okay. So let's Greybeard Mentor. Let's drain Vitality. Let's curse. Swing. We swing with this because that dies to Lightning Bolt, and we collect our winnings. Cool. Little Atronach heavy deck, though. It's pretty cool from our opponent. We'll be right back for another one. Time for another one with Prophecy, removal heavy, aggressive-ish, mid-range-ish Monk in Noble Gauntlet. We are 1-1, and we are doing our thing. Excited to see what else we run into. So far, we have played against a Sorcerer deck that was spamming Atronox, and we have played against a Crusader deck that that killed us. Rainbow Chaser, the Miraculous, playing Assassin is our opponent. We have the makings of a good hand here. If our Goblin Skulk goes unmolested, getting those curses out is always clutch. Let's see what our opponent's doing. Kept one card. Phalanx Exemplar. We'll keep an eye on this one right here. It's a Goblin Skulk, right?
Careful there.
It's a Ward Crafter. Alright, Ward Crafter's not so bad. So he either drew a Firebolt or Goblin Skulk is pretty good. I guess he could draw a guard. You know, Black Sap Protector is a card we're running. I can see other people running it too.
Your blood will
Okay.
spill.
He has a Harpy. If I draw a 2-drop, I'm going to drain Vitality and play the 2-drop. Because I'd really like to keep this alive. It might still be the right move to keep it alive. Does he have Lesser Ward? Is that why he's pausing? I would love for him to play Lesser Ward. That would be pretty great for me. Or just slow internet connection on his part, perhaps. Alright, Greybeard Mentor. So I'm just going to drain Vitality. I feel like the curses are worth the tempo loss here. I got a number of prophecies too, you know, if he breaks a rune, we might be able to come ahead that way. And with 2 Greybeard Mentors, we're looking at some serious board wipe potential. He has double curse. That seems okay, right?
It's too easy.
Daring Cut Purse, okay, it's not great. Night of the Hour.
Observe.
So I'm going to play Phalanx Exemplar next turn. Yep. Definitely playing Phalanx Exemplar. There's a Dune Smuggler. Okay. So he'll be able to eat our guy, which isn't great, but should be okay. 1 card left. Is it the last curse? Or is it Lesser Ward? What do you got, Rainbow Chaser? Obviously, if we draw Word Wall, we'll just play the Word Wall. Hive Defender. You know what? I like Hive Defender. Hive Defender lets me do this. And then grab and play a level 3 Green Shout next turn. Doesn't mean our Word Walls are dead draws, but that should be okay. 6 Magicka for a Fate Weaver. Okay. Phalanx Exemplar it is then, right? Still thinking about something. Okay. Alright, so I don't mind just playing multiple Phalanx Exemplars over the next 2 turns. That should be okay. I should get a 2-for-1 off of every Phalanx Exemplar at least.
There are ill winds this day.
Okay. Or you could Dune Smuggle. Okay.
If I fall,
Sure.
the Hist will reclaim me.
That's why we're running all those prophecies. Shadow shifts his dude. Sure.
Your coin or your
And
life.
Dune stalks his dude. Sure. Does not. Okay. So, well, Curse is good. I think I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna play Greybeard Mentor
Observe.
and wipe him. That keeps my guard over there.
They'll never get the best of us.
Okay. Oh, that looks pretty good. Mystic Dragon, you got it. Mystic Dragon, Shrieking Harpy. Okay, I have the Curse. Word Wall, again, a little disappointing, but that should be alright.
We'll never give ground. They'll never get the best of us.
Okay. Frostbite Spider. Looks alright. We have Night of the Hour for some life gain. It's got a Firebolt or something. Crushing Blow. Okay. So now he's worried about staying alive, which is good for us, right?
Let's dance.
Okay. Execute. So let's...
Chaos take you.
Let's lay down our Phalanx Exemplar.
They'll never get the best of us.
Swing. Swing. No prophecies from our opponent. Play the Spider. Pass the turn. All of our threats are lethal except for a Fighters Guild Recruit. What do we got, Rainbow Chaser? Okay. Okay.
Just give me a name.
Sure.
There are ill winds.
Sure. Okay, so our opponent was on the lane change plan. Didn't work out for him. Phalanx Exemplar has earned his keep here. Awesome. We will be right back for another one. Alright. Noble Gauntlet continues. 2-1, we have beat Assassin, and we have beat Sorcerer. We lost to Crusader. The most interesting deck I think I've faced so far is the Sorcerer deck. I liked the Atronach Blinking strategy. I thought that was pretty interesting. Sorry, I got a text message real quick. As we wait in these queues, which are kind of ridiculous. What's going on? The queue is... I've not had a queue longer than like 10 seconds for any mode in a long time. There we go. Alright. So, First battle mage opponent we faced, Wolf Hearth of Atmora. His hand looks good. Execute should have targets in the battle mage deck. Drain Vitality is a great draw. Daring Cutpurse is great early. Let's see what happens. Alright. Alright, Wolf Hearth of Atmora. What are we rocking?
We stand united.
Okay, that's an easy execute. Next turn I can Daring Cutpurse, Drain Vitality if I have to. I just don't need to be dealing with that.
We stand united.
Another Orc Clan Captain, huh? There are a lot of ways this doesn't work.
My strength and my courage.
In particular, a 2/5 with charge and guard is the worst thing that could happen to me right here. Okay, if you want to spam both tokens. Oh, fair enough. And you're going face with the rest, huh? Okay. So I'm going to play Daring Cutpurse naked and Drain Vitality that, I think. Actually, I'm going to roll like that. I see curse value in my future, and I want to take advantage of it. Northwind Outpost. Okay. Another Goblin Skulk.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Okay. Okay. That's definitely happening. That's happening. And that is happening. Don't mind trading them off. I feel like we got good answers in our hand to subsequent turns. Yeah.
The Nords must take back.
Well, that's not great for me. You can't play it this turn. Shearpoint Dragon's really good. Okay. Greybeard Mentor.
Observe.
Just gonna take care of that. My next one grabs a level 3, which is pretty nice. He is chipping away at us. We know one of the cards in his hand, and we have to Javelin it next turn, so I wanted to combine that with Skulk. Yep. Okay. Cliff Racer. So, Javelin. Swing. Skulk in the Shadow Lane so it doesn't get charged into. What do we got?
Come on then. I'll even let you swing.
Okay.
I'm ready to join the circle.
Oh, that's painful. How does this work? What do we want to do with this? I'm gonna play...
They make it
I need to put that there. Well, Execute's not gonna get much value anymore. What do I do? I need to get Shearpoint on the board so my Greybeard Mentor's thing is -3, -3. I'm going to get my Execute value like this. No, I can't do that, can I? Well, this works. Okay. Alright. I'm not excited about that play, but works out for me, I think.
I'll take him all myself if I have to.
Sure. That makes his charge creatures pretty dangerous. I do swing. I hit a prophecy. Okay. Hopefully it's just a creature that gets hit by my...
Be good.
Sure.
Observe.
Alright. So, he's got a weapon and he's got something.
Come on then. I'll even let you swing.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Your skull.
So I got a Javelin. There's that. I have one more curse in my deck? I do.
Ifra stands with me.
Okay. Not looking great here. We can assume he's got lightning bolts as his only red cards.
Arma Mora. Time to fight.
Yep.
Talos.
I need a Knight of the Hour.
The forest
I'll
is
take
my
Black
strength
Protector.
and my
That'll
power.
keep me at 4.
Time to fight.
Sure. Well, I guess it won't. Okay. And I can't put a guard in this lane because I don't have any more. Alright. And dead to charge creature. Yeah.
Should be good.
Okay.
Zora, give me strength.
Well, there's a guard creature. So, let's see. We have... I mean, assuming everything gets in is ridiculous, right? But what if it did? We have 9, 16, 24. We have lethal. Can't really answer anything. I think we gotta go for it. I think we have to go for it.
The forest is ours.
And the last one is...
This should be good.
Greystone Ravager. Good game, man.
By the aid of
You to
fire.
mess with me.
Alright, there we go. That was a little nerve-wracking. We'll be right back for another. Alright, phone call done. Gauntlet continues. Been doing pretty well so far. Haven't had a lot of like clutch prophecy hits, which is kind of the experience I was looking forward to since it's been a while since I played a deck with so many prophecy cards in it. But that's alright. Let's see what this game brings. Our opponent is Spectro Letale, or something like that. Spectro Letale. We got a nice curve here. Goblin Skulk looks like we're keeping a Knight of the Hour no matter what happens. Goblin Skulk into Nimble Ally into something. And we have our first Monk Mirror. Kind of expected Monk to be one of the more popular versions of a slower kind of archetype. Let's see how it runs. Mercwater Witch kind of stops us up, but we can Fighter's Guild Recruit. Fighter's Guild Recruit stops us up. Execute. Is this the mirror match? I'm just gonna go Nimble Ally.
Ifra stands with
And it
me.
triggers, so it'll trade with most anything. See if he has like a Sanctuary Pet, maybe.
There's a plan. There's
Burma Profiteer. Okay. Elder Gleam Matron.
forest is ours.
I think I like Elder Gleam Matron here. Afflicted a Lit could be a little bit of reach later, so I can appreciate that.
If I fall, they hit.
There's a Fighter's Guild Recruit we were worried about. There's a Caravan Enforcer. Okay. You know what? I kind of like this.
If I fall, the hist will reclaim me. If I fall, the hist will reclaim me.
I'm okay with this, I think. I mean, obviously this says, hey, I'm going to move your guy, but like, these aren't surviving.
I will prepare something special for them.
Or you could Grizzly Gourmet. Grizzly Gourmet is a 2-for-1 that I cannot really afford. And I'm not running anything to beef up my sweet roll, which is unfortunate. Palace Prowler. So the greedy play is drain vitality this and swing at it.
Just give me a name.
I like greed. And I was thinking about a lidding just to try to trigger my own prophecy, but there's nothing on the board I want a javelin, and I kind of want to wait for that. Arrow storm.
So much for a clean escape.
Okay,
Dinner is served.
sure.
Training is over.
Okay.
It's time to act.
Well, this seems okay. There's a word wall. Let's see if we hit a prophecy. We don't. We hit a curse. I'll take a curse.
None defile our temple.
All right. So if he makes a bunch of tokens, he makes a bunch of tokens. He's got one turn to do that. Now I just need my top decks to be better than his. And right now they're not great.
You can't defeat me.
Okay.
I shall end their blasphemy.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Alright. Sure. Alright. That black sap.
I shall end their blasphemy.
Teach you to mess with me.
We hit a prophecy.
If I fall,
Fighters Guild recruit.
I shall end their blasphemy.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Interesting that he puts it over here. He might have drawn a Hive Defender.
Take your positions.
Snowhawk Detachment. Basically a Hive Defender. Okay. Alright.
I shall end their blasphemy.
Teach you to mess with me.
And in deference to charge creatures, I'll put that there. Not the best thing to have in my hand, but also not terrible. Okay. Okay.
Strongbox roll! We'll never give ground.
Might javelin this. I think it's safe to assume he has a javelin somewhere. Shadow Shift's not going to do it because I got the Drain Vitality.
Training is over.
Okay.
It's time to act.
Another Golden Saint. So I can't kill him. Okay, so let's Drain Vitality. I still have 3 Cliff Racers, right? So I think I'd rather hit him for 5.
Strongbox roll! They'll never get the best of us.
Put lethal in each lane. All it would take to stop me is 2 guard creatures, which he could very well have.
Your orders.
Ooh, am I getting imprisoned?
Your orders. Your orders.
Or double imprisoned? That could put him back in this
They'll
game.
move along if they don't want trouble.
To your victory.
Okay. Alright. Almost had it. We'll be right back for another one. Time for another one with Monk. We just won the Monk Mirror. Our opponent was running, kind of looks like maybe a Life Gain Matters deck. Had Golden Saints, a card I seriously thought of including, but wanted to keep the deck low to the ground and more prophecy oriented, as well as, what else did we see? It's already fading from my memory. I don't know. They lost. What's it called? Fifth Legion Trainer. East Empire Legion Trainer. So what do we think of our list so far? It's worked out okay. I'm not super excited I'm not super sold on the executes. Watching my opponent last game play Grizzly Gourmet made me regret not including that card. It's a card I had in the list originally. I felt like I had too many 3-drops at the time, and I really wanted to keep these Black Sap Protectors and the Brotherhood Slayers. I mean, you can see I'm so keen on Black Sap Protector that I run 3 of that and only 2 of the Slayers. Our opponent is Doug J. Dempsey. Doug J. Dempsey. I don't keep Curse, but I'll keep Word Wall. Alright, I guess I am keeping Curse. And we're about to see if my opponent's executes are going to get some crazy value. Curse will come in handy if our opponent, let's say, has a 2-3 with guard on turn 2. Let's see what that card right there is. Okay, there's a Fighter Skill Recruit. Just got to commit to the Daring Cutpurse, and let's see what he has.
All can be had for the right price.
Okay, well, I'll curse that. I feel like that hitting me is such an affront to me.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
I'm going to take the high risk, high reward play here. Resolute Ally.
Hold your positions.
And it didn't trigger. Okay. Fair enough. A second word wall is a little disappointing. Yeah, I mean, this isn't my best turn ever. I just have to pass.
Training is over.
Okay.
Time to act.
Okay.
The eight protect us.
Sure. Well, that's great, isn't it?
Has had enough.
So, obviously I want to live the dream, right? And play level 3 Drain Vitality with Shearpoint on the board.
You can't defeat me.
I'm okay with that.
Has had enough.
You know, if he has Crushing Blow, he has Crushing Blow. I really just want to Crushing Blow him out with this.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you hear that?
Okay.
Your orders. Your orders. Your orders. Your orders.
Forgive them, they know not what they do. Yeah.
You can't defeat me.
So we swing first, right? Like, okay. Curse makes it risk-free.
Has had enough.
In case he hits a Prophecy creature. And then we wipe his board.
Let none
That was pretty satisfying. I cannot tell a lie.
The victory is yours.
Sorry, Doug. Do 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 do. All right. Noble Gauntlet, returning Monk, Heavy Prophecy, heavier on removal than maybe than you might suspect a deck is. Our next opponent is playing Crusader. So Crusader is the deck we've lost to so far. Honestly, I kind of like keeping Greybeard Mentor. I'm gonna do it. I got 2 other things to do in turns 1 and 2. I'm gonna do it. On turn 1, Goblin Skull can go in left lane, right? Because nothing charges into it to kill it, except for a Steel Scimitar on a Nord Firebrand. I think that's okay. Incoming Steel Scimitar on Nord Firebrand. See what he's working with.
We stand united.
Sure. So Black Sap is punished a little bit by a 2/3 charge Orc. This gets punished by Nord Firebrand and by the 1/1 for 2 that gives you a 5/5. I'm gonna Black
The
Sap.
forest is my strength and my courage.
It's tempting to curse this actually, so that it can't trade into this. Rapid shot. Okay.
The Nords must take back.
Well, he's got it. So I'm gonna Greybeard Mentor. Thinning out my deck a little bit, making my draws better and my prophecies more likely.
Orders?
And I'm just gonna play a Fighters Guild recruit in both lanes, right? Or do I just take 5? You know what? I'm gonna take 5. I was kind of like obviously super counting on this triggering, but I run a lot of prophecies. I'm gonna put my faith in the cards here for a second.
We obey.
Yeah. Okay. Faith not rewarded. Faith -1.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Sure.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Okay. Fair enough. Black Sap Protector. I'm just gonna bank on my sheer point getting a lot of work in.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
The forest is out.
And hope that my opponent's not running Golden Saint. It feels like the heavy reliance on yellow cards makes Crusader stronger in this matchup than the heavy reliance on green cards. Sure. And that is such a powerful card. Yeah. Well, maybe he doesn't swing. I get mad sheer point value, and then I can go nuts the following turn.
You won't spoil my plan.
Okay.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Alright. See what Elder Gleam gives us. It gives us a Javelin, the dragon does.
Plan. There's
There's
always
the third Broom of Profiteer. I think we let that hit us. I'll definitely play a Moonlight Warbet. See if we hit a prophecy here. Cheating epic cards into our rare and common only gauntlet.
close ranks. Let nothing through.
Sure.
You won't spoil my plan.
Okay, that's a totally reasonable draw. Okay. Okay. So.
Observe.
Let's use this stuff. Okay. So again, our word walls are not going to be great. Likelihood of us dying to a charged creature are high. There's Nord Firebrand. But it's a card out of his hand, which is definitely worth something. Hive Defender.
Your time.
Morthal Executioner. Okay. And naturally, we draw a word wall.
If I fall, the hist were ripped.
By Stendar's mercy.
Top card of my deck. What do we want it to be? We want it to be Knight of the Hour or I guess Greybeard Bender is not bad. Knight of the Hour or Piercing Javelin. I mean, Phalanx Exemplar is a strong card. I wouldn't mind drawing that, but that's assuming he can somehow break a rune this turn, I guess. Okay.
Farewell, fool.
Sure.
We stand
It's
united.
not ideal. Not ideal what's happening here. Almost out of cards, though. Let's go Phalanx Exemplar. Okay. I'll take it. Alright, so we're behind life, behind 10 in life, but we have a board presence. We have no more drained vitalities left, which sucks.
Close ranks. Let nothing
Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's do this.
The forest is ours. We'll never give ground.
Alright, we hit a prophecy. We get a dude. Doesn't play it.
My sword is yours.
What does that make this? Morthal Executioner? I'm sorry, Morkel Gatekeeper. Triumphant Jarl off the top. Oh, that sucks.
Training is over.
Fifth
It's
Legion
time to
trainer.
act.
And not playing the prophecy.
The Nords must take back Skyrim.
Fair enough. So his hand is prophecy and something else. Phalanx Exemplar here is a great draw.
We'll never give ground. They'll never get the best of us.
Okay. We know one of the cards is prophecy. We know one of the cards is a 5/5 for 4. This is the prophecy.
Close ranks. Let
It's a
nothing
Morkel
grow.
Gatekeeper. Okay. Sure. He's going to try to kill me over 2 turns. I can't kill him even if I draw a Cliff Racer.
You can't defeat me.
They'll move along if they don't want trouble.
Riften Lawkeeper. Alright, so he's setting up lethal. He's got 11. He's got lethal. I have a Cliff Racer.
They'll never get the best of us.
Let's say I play Word Wall and I go face for 4. 11, 14, 15. I'll take it. Alright. We're all in. Hopefully at least 2 chances at a prophecy if he goes for it. Rapid shot.
Honor and blood.
Yeah. You gotta swing at the 5, right?
I did warn them.
Javelin. Nope. Not looking good. Not looking good.
You can't defeat me.
Really?
We obey.
I don't play that. Can he do 4 to me? Yeah, I need a knight. I need a Knight of the Hour there. No, Underworld Vigilante is a rare. Okay. Fair enough. Almost. We'll be right back for either 1 or 2 games left on our noble gauntlet run. We've lost 2 Crusaders, beat everything else, and our opponent for this game is playing Battle Mage. Let's see what happens. I can't keep any of that. That is all of my late game. Alright, so some triggering nimble allies would be pretty sweet. We'll wait on Fighters Guild Recruit till we have something to block. And if he leads on a turn 2 Wardcrafter, we're just going to pray that we naturally draw a curse, which is not something you want to do a lot. But let's see what our opponent's hand is up to. Keeps that card right there, so let's keep an eye on the farthest left card he has.
Welcome, friend.
What's up, dude?
Greetings.
Black Sap Protector's good. Next turn we got a lot of options available to us. Right into the Afflicted Elite. Okay. Now do we want to just play Nimble Ally? I'm going to go ahead and do it. A little greedy here, but top card of my deck is green, so as far as prophecies go, I'm hoping for one of the 3-drops. You know, Daring Cutpurse would be fine too, but really hoping for a Brotherhood Slayer or a Black Sap Protector on top of my deck. Daring Cutpurse it is.
Too easy.
What do we got? Another Afflicted Elite. Okay. So a 2-drop would be nice, so I can lay down this and the 2-drop. We got Black Sap Protector. We gotta go for it. We get a Prophecy. It's Mystic Dragon, which means the play has to be that. So he doesn't get a free kill, we at least take something with us. And then we hope for a Prophecy of our own. And then hopefully we get some mileage out of Phalanx Exemplar in this match. Said he's just crushing blows. Okay, there's Word Wall. It's not going to do it. Alright, well this game's going to be over pretty quickly either way. So because I do Drain Vitality, I'm going to roll like this. Gonna pass the turn. See what happens.
We'll see how they like someone who fights
Okay.
back.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Okay. We need a Prophecy to punish that play? We don't. Kinda has to decide how to do this. Alright. So we can Hive Defender, Drain Vitality. And await the punishment from a Skaven Pyromancer. Shieldbreaker. Prophecy would be pretty sweet. We didn't get one.
My arrow shall fly true.
Sharpshooter Scout.
We'll never give ground.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna swing because I want this to trigger.
The forest is ours.
It did not. I still want it to trigger.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
It has been my honor.
My sword is yours.
And what do you got, man? Another shield breaker?
As long as I draw breath.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, that was our gauntlet run. See y'all on the ladder.